Just want to bless this space. Been feeling to give a message today for the full moon. I've been feeling to do more card readings on here. So yeah, thank you for being here today. This is a timeless reading. I know there's no one actually on the live now, but I know people will be watching eventually. Yeah. So I was feeling some intense energies today. A lot of intrusive thoughts and things. And I was feeling, I was wondering what it was all about, but then I actually remembered it was the full moon. So maybe other people are feeling these energies too. And I felt to give a reading. So yeah, just calling into spirit what needs to be said, what needs to be channeled through to speak to you today. What do the collective need to hear? We've got the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck here. Oh, and one card's fallen out already. So we've got the Lamb. And what else have we got for messages? Ooh. And the Gazelle. These are beautiful cards as well. Real simple but effective. And the Eagle. I've also had the message of the Eagle today already. I just realised that everything's kind of backwards because I've got it on selfie mode, but yeah. Woo! It's all good. Let's see, that's quite a lot of cards out here. So yeah, so I feel like we've got the Lamb energy here of really that innocent feeling, that innocent nature, the innocence of being a child as well. It's kind of like that inner child, what's speaking to come through, what's calling out to be heard, and maybe crying sometimes, releasing. Same with the Gazelle, you know, it's like the prey for the predators. So to always be cautious, you know, and the Lamb is the child to be protective. The Gazelle, you know, is in a pack, in a team. This one's on its own. It's got the full sun there, which is kind of like the full moon, which also leads on to the Eagle with the sun there as well. So it's a very full energy. It's a very intense energy, feeling filled up with emotions, you know, and then raining down, like I said, crying sometimes. Sometimes we need to release and let it go. And then we've got the crescent moon here on the fish. And the fish is like intuitive energies, intuitive water energy, feeling through, moving, going with the flow, flowing with the rhythms of life. And the full moon's in Scorpio at the moment, so yeah, that is water energy right there. And the nightingale almost looks like they're standing on the moon or standing on the earth there, singing out. And that is a message, you know, to sing your soul song. What is it? Your voice to be heard. Only you have your unique vision and your unique experience in this world to, you know, sing your soul song and shine your light. You know, when we speak our words from our heart and our soul, it shines a light. It lights a spark in others, you know. And then it's like the wolf on fire. Sometimes we've got to go into lone wolf, into solitude to be better for the whole pack, you know. Especially on the spiritual journey, sometimes we have to journey deep within. Yeah, and the wolf there looks very determined, you know, and precise, like with precision, looking with precision, dead straight on. And they know, and that's very intuitive as well. And the wolf is like howling at the moon, the full moon. Let me read from the book because it's really beautiful description there. We can go on in intuition as well. But I feel like the beauty of the cards as well is what's written in there. Do you know what I mean? That someone's took the time to write that, not just do the artwork, but to write in there as well. I think we got the lamb somewhere. Yeah. That's it. The lamb. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. And that is it today. I felt like I have a message and I've got to do card reading today. The lamb is the bearer of an important message, and its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. So that kind of goes back to being on our own sometimes in the solitude to really hear ourselves think and feel how we're feeling before sharing that with others, you know. The lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with the utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. So there we go back to the being on our own, to be in the silence, you know, being in that stillness, to really know what's going on, to hear, to feel it, and to know how we feel. Yeah, to receive. And sometimes we can be like bouncing around in our own heads, you know, and it's good to get out into nature, you know. And yeah, this is going back to what I was saying about like a young child and that innocence, you know, because the truth is innocence as well, you know. It's like there's the speak the truth, you know, like a child has that innocence where they just say it like it is. There's no malice behind it. They just speak what's on their heart, speak what's on their mind, what's on their soul. Yeah. So when in balance, knowingness and inner peace, and when out of balance, quiet, timid, and concerned. To bring into balance, meditation and listening. So yeah, it's really good to get into nature to listen, I find as well, to just sit and breathe and listen to the bird song, listen to the nightingale, you know. Yeah, it's beautiful energy. What have we got here? The gazelle. So some of these are fire energy. So the gazelle is a fire energy. Heightened awareness, ability, vulnerable. So yeah, that goes back to what I was saying about being prey, you know, and yeah, being vulnerable. And, you know, to speak the truth, to speak what's on our heart is that vulnerability as well. So yeah, it's a beautiful vulnerability as well, not just in the gazelle, but in the lamb as well. And the gazelle represents supreme grace with every move. This awe-inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hypervigilant, and this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back into the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. So that's beautiful, and that's going back to what I was saying about getting into nature, how important it is to sit in nature and be with nature, you know, and yeah, just sitting and listening to the birds and the beauty that surrounds us is so nourishing. Yeah, and it can be difficult in this world, you know. I'm realizing how there's so many inauthentic people out there. You know, all this society is embracing fakeness, you know, and tries to breed more people to live inauthentically and live in the physical realm of our you know, like desires of the flesh. And yeah, when we tune into ourselves, into our souls, into our hearts, and into nature, we can begin to relax a lot more. And yeah, even when we're true in ourselves, sometimes we can think other people can be like that, but then yeah, when we find out when they're not, we can be like worrying. We worry about what's going to harm us externally, but when we're aligned internally and aligned with God, aligned with spirit, soul, you, the universe, nature, whatever you want to call it, you know, there's no need to be scared, there's no need to fear, and we actually become more like hyper attuned to things when we tune into more to our intuition. And this is all reminding me of intuition, you know. And nature can help us to build our intuition a lot more as well, breathing in and listening and taking in with our senses. And when we have more intuition, then, you know, that's safety to be able to be more vulnerable with people and know who to be vulnerable with, who not to be vulnerable with, and where to share ourselves, you know. And yeah, then we have the eagle. So yeah, so from some other card readings I've been seeing, the eagle has been coming up a lot. And that's almost like intuition as well, because it's like the third eye, the eagle eye, do you know what I mean? And having that precision to see from far off and go for what you want, you know, see the vision, see the goal and achieve it. And it's such a beautiful picture, that as well. And if we can finally find it. Yeah, it's a beautiful picture there. Eagles are so powerful as well. And it's like the eagle is conquering the sun. It almost looks like the eclipse, you know. And that almost looks like an eye as well of the sun itself, or it could represent the full moon. All-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. So yeah, so I feel like this is saying, like, you know, we can conquer all and transform the karma. You know, we learn through experience and grow intuition. Start off as the innocent lamb, you know, and then the gazelle, which is hyper vigilant but learning, do you know what I mean? And then to become the eagle with that precision and that power from going through the phases, do you know what I mean? But it's never weak to be vulnerable and soft-hearted. Do you know, that's how you grow and learn, and putting ourselves out there to grow strong and to grow those wings, do you know what I mean? To fly, you have to be the fool sometimes and walk the tightrope, you know. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves, and stops at nothing to see us shine. To grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. That's beautiful. So yeah, that's like overcoming everything, conquering everything, Do you know what I mean? That little bit of time in the quiet, in the stillness, to reflect on, to grow. And then it's like that's all learning to be the wind beneath the wings, and the fire and the air come together, do you know what I mean? And that lights it up, and it's powerful. And it's kind of like the phoenix as well, that transformation. And to be the best and brightest, you know, better, not better than anyone else, but better than we were before, you know, better than our previous selves. And when in balance, bright, radiant challenges. When out of balance, controlling. Bring into balance, step into the unknown. So yeah, that's what I was saying, like be the fool and walk on the tightrope. That is stepping into the unknown, you know. The Fool card in tarot is normally the Joker, like walking off the cliff, you know, stepping off into the unknown, you know. And you know, when we do that, it's like knowing that we have those wings from everything we've learned before, and everything bringing forward with power, with strength. Yeah, this is powerful reading. And so then we've got the frog, the little froggy here. And I feel like the frog's a very spiritual animal in itself. You know, and it's raining down, but the frog's just there taking on the, and that's like saying to me to like accept your emotions, you know. If you need to cry, if you need that dark cloud, that those dark heavy clouds can only clear when we let the water flow, when we let the tears pour and roll down, we wash it away, you know. And it's nourishing the frog, you know. So it's like when we cry and we release our trauma, we release our pain and our fears, our worries, or even tears of joy and triumph, you know. That release of emotion is so nourishing for our souls. And it's equally like light and dark, and it's kind of like as the heavy clouds drip the dark rain into the light, do you know what I mean? And it phases together, do you know what I mean? It's the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. Clearing, cleansing, healing. The frog and the water element are almost inseparable. The frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element, and then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that the water helps us to cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. Yeah, so diving in, that's saying to me, you know, time to dive in when we meet our problems head on, when we meet our tears head on, do you know what I mean? Don't try to suppress your emotions or feelings, but to meet them, witness them, hold space for them, no matter how dark, how heavy, how painful, you know. We can always be cleansed and rejuvenated and healed through expressing our emotions and expressing, you know, energy and motion. And it's saying here, you know, no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. That reminds me as well, like, we're not just earthly, we're like spiritual beings having this human experience, and we've got to balance these earthly human ways of feelings and emotions and thoughts, and regulating and feeding ourselves and getting into nature and sleeping well and all these things, just to keep the vehicle going. But also, you know, we're spirit as well, and it's like that expression lights up our spirit too. You know, we're energy, and yeah, we're many elements, we're all the elements. Yeah, nature helps us to cleanse and rejuvenate also. Ooh. Yeah, and that kind of fits in with this full moon as well, because I feel this full moon, with it being in Scorpio, is a lot about death and rebirth, and that is also like life and rejuvenation. So it's like when we go inwards and we, something has to die and break down and release, and it's like to be cleansed and washed away again. Um, that beautiful balance, and water is such a beautiful energy for that. The Scorpio energy is a water energy. Um, and then we have even more water energy here with the fish. Oh yeah, sorry. When in balance with the frog, clear energy and enthusiasm for life. When out of balance, depleted, running on empty. Bring into balance lake, river, ocean, or bathhouse. So yeah, I'm feeling called to share like how great it is to go into like a sweat lodge or um into a sauna or steam room, something like that. But also, yeah, wild swimming in the lake, in the ocean, in the sea. Oh, love it. But yeah, salt baths are really good at home if that's all we can do is have a salt bath to clean that energy, clear that energy. Um, yeah, so then we have the fish with the beautiful crescent moon there. But it's kind of showing like it's still shining as bright as the full, because even the shadow aspects are still, it's still the whole moon is always there, even if we don't always see it. So there's always stuff there that we might not see under the surface, and this is like yeah, powerful full moon energy, because the full moon illuminates what's yet to be seen. So restlessness, change of focus, lost in the current. Well, that's what I've been feeling today, I'm sure. The fish loves to be. Sorry, I feel to go back to the frog when it was saying the frog's not meant to carry a heavy load, and to lighten up and things. So yeah, going back to the frog, and it says the frog's not supposed to carry a heavy load, because how can we jump and dance and play and things when we're carrying so much baggage, and we can just take that off. We can just take it off. So yeah, the fish, we're back to the fish again. The fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. When in balance, adaptable, travels well. When out of balance, distracted, changes mind often. Bring into balance. Set a small goal and accomplish it. Yeah, that's really good to like, when you have goals, to even break those goals down into smaller steps, smaller goals, and then, yeah, feeling the accomplishment more and more as you achieve them. Yeah. Mm. Clear goals and intentions. It can be hard sometimes as well to set goals and intentions and to stick to those as well. And when the thoughts and feelings of everyday life come in and mix around with us, and that's why it's really important to practice positive affirmations, to keep writing down your goals and dreams and hopes and visualizing those things and feeling what it feels like to accomplish them, you know, to keep the motivation going, keep the feeling of it, because when we feel those ways, we attract them into our reality more and more. So yeah, so just feeling the feeling what we want to feel. And if we can't feel that, just expressing what it is we're actually feeling, you know, to release it. That's why music, dancing, singing, all those things are so great, you know, painting, any form of expression, journaling. Journaling is life-saving, you know. Um, mm. Yeah, and we can get burnt out as well when we're moving all the time and we don't take time for ourselves to really focus on what our intentions are, what our goals are, and what we want to achieve, you know. And if we're just aimlessly going and trying to meet everybody's expectations all the time, you don't have to meet everybody's expectations all the time. Just, are you meeting your own expectations? Because that's the person who's most important. And if you're feeling hard on yourself, to just release that as well, because you know, all you're responsible is for yourself, unless you have children, of course. But you know, we're responsible for ourselves first and foremost. And you know, when we're feeling overwhelmed, whatever we're feeling, is down to us to regulate that. And we don't have to over explain it. You don't have to over explain it to anyone or answer to anyone. um just to be pure to yourself, and that's good for the greater good. Do you know what I mean? When we look after ourselves, we're looking after everyone around us. um you know, and taking that responsibility and really meeting our needs and even knowing what our needs are, you know. um and we become lost sometimes when we're not meeting those needs, you know. And sometimes we can slip off, but just to redirect back in and, you know, self-inquire why these things might be happening. But yeah, it's all about balance. So next we have the nightingale. This is such a beautiful picture. I love how the nightingale's like singing, and it's like beautiful bright white light that's coming through. Yeah. So it says here, fearless voice, speech, communication, or song. Sorry, I need a drink. Ooh. Mm. The song of the nightingale is otherworldly. This simple brown bird, almost unnoticeable among the flashy plumage of other birds, transports its listener to the realm of poetry. Yeah, I think that's saying as well, like, there's no one else like you. You're the only person that has your voice. You're the only person that has your movements, your flow, the way you think, you feel, you express in the world. So only you can be you. So be your unique self. Shine your unique light, because the world needs it. The world needs your authenticity. The world needs you, to be true and shine, you know. Shine and share. Fiercelessness. Yeah. So we need to choose love over fear every time. Yeah. And like, not always about sounding so polished and perfect all the time. We live in such a plastic world. This is becoming, do you know what I mean? And everything we hear on the radio and things all auto-tuned and all things like that. And like, you know, but just being our real selves, unpolished, you know what I mean? And we can transport to another realm. Yes, the nightingale energy is with us when we write, compose, and especially when we sing. it reminds us that music heals the deepest wounds. You know, we are all energy and vibration, frequency, everything is, you know, and that's such a deep healer, is actually vibration. When we chant, when we sing, when we express words, it creates a vibration throughout our whole body, throughout our whole inner universe, you know, and is so important, you know. And when we put intention into that, you know, mantras are great for that. And even just chanting om, you know, it regulates our body, and it realigns us. And to sing our own song, to sing our own soul song, that's what this is about, singing your own soul song. You know, only you can sing your soul song. Whatever it is, whatever you've experienced, whatever you've been through is for you, you know, to sing it. We're here to sing, to express, to dance, to feel, to play, you know. It's beautiful. This card indicates a need to open the bridge between the heart and the voice. Yes, when we speak from our heart, we can never fail. We can never get it wrong or sound bad, you know, when it's from the heart, when it's from the soul. That means the most, you know. That's the only voice that matters, is from the heart and soul. Is there something that you need to say? How long has it been since you sang? Turn it up, write it down, and let it out, you know. That is beautiful, you know. To sing every day, sing every day, even if it's just singing into your food. You can sing into your food and put intention into it, put love into it. When we sing to ourselves, you can just sing whatever it is that you're doing, you know. Sometimes I do that, just make up silly songs. But also just, yeah, singing whatever comes to mind. When I was a kid, I used to sing around the playground. I moved schools a lot when I was a little kid. So sometimes I didn't have any friends. I'd just walk around the playground singing songs to myself. And then it's like, I still do that now and just walk around singing songs to myself. But now I write them down and remember them as well, you know. You know, and like I say, only you have your voice, only you have your experience, and the world needs to hear it. The world wants to hear it, you know. And I think a lot of people think that they can't sing, but we can all sing. We just need to find our voice, you know. Yeah, when in balance, sing, speaks freely with kindness. When out of balance, shy and lump in the throat. Bring into balance, music. So yeah, also we can bring into balance by who are you around? Do you know what I mean? But when we're around other high vibrational people, they lift our vibration. You know, when you're around low vibrational people, it brings your vibe down. Unless you're working really, really hard to keep your vibe up, but it's, you know, it's still going to affect, you know. And it takes a lot of practice. So yeah, like for me last year, going to Love Jam festival raised my vibration so much, and I felt so held and seen by all these other people on this beautiful vibration. It made me feel confident to sing and share my voice and open up and really sing from the heart and like freestyle and all these things, you know. But I couldn't do that in some other environments because I felt that I couldn't speak my voice when there's a lot of egos around, you know. And it was just, I just hid. So yeah, and like putting ourselves around the people, you know, our voice is precious, and our being, our energy is precious, you know. So to just share that with people who acknowledge that, respect that, who treasure that, and nourish and nurture that, you know. We don't ever have to feel obligated to be around people just because they're family or you've known them a long time or whatever. If people's affecting your energy and you need to come away from that, you're allowed to do that, you know. It's perfectly fine. And you know, it's our responsibility to put ourselves in the right vibration, in the right situations, eating the right food and things like that, you know. But it's not just what we're feeding through food, you know, what we're feeding our souls, our minds, you know, what we're reading, what we listen to, what music. Everything is vibration, and we need to be conscious of what we're putting in. Is it helping us to level up, or is it bringing us down further, you know? Like sometimes I like to listen to heavy metal if I'm feeling really angry. But if I listen to it you know, to get it out. But if I listen to that every day, it would make me depressed. So it's also like a balance and knowing what our needs are for certain things, you know. Yeah. Then we've got the wolf. Oh. So the wolf. Beautiful wolf. The wolf is such a spiritual animal as well. And very in with the moon, you know, with the full moon. Beautiful. And yeah, we think of the wolf as like the lone wolf, but wolves are in a pack, you know. So yeah, it's like, for me to be better in the pack, I have to be a lone wolf a lot sometimes, you know, and I'm looking for my tribe. But yeah, it's like, yeah. Anyway, the wolf, guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all and exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, fearless. When out of balance, judgmental and dominating. Bring into balance, practice letting go. Beautiful. Yeah, I love thinking of the wolf as an activist. Yeah. And that, like, you know, healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, you know? And it's like, be about it. Don't just speak about it. Be about it, you know? So, yeah, we can talk on all these things about health and stuff, but we got to be living it. Are you living it, you know? Yeah. And, you know, you don't have to follow in anyone's footsteps in life, only the footsteps that you want to follow in, you know, and take that inspiration from many different outlets, just like this. You know, we've got the wolf energy, we've got the nightingale, we've got the eagle, gazelle, lamb, frog, fish. Do you know what I mean? These are all different animals, but we gain wisdom from each in different ways. And maybe we're not going to be the wolf every single day. Throughout the day, we might need to be nightingale in one moment, eagle in another, and lamb in another, you know. And it's having that adaptability and that empathy to flow into different archetypes as and when is needed, you know. So yeah. What other cards should we have? I feel like these Light Seers Tarot, and if there's anything else to add for the collective. The Light Seers Tarot. What needs to be said? You know, ooh. Enlighten us a bit more on this wolf energy. Ooh. Wolf energy. Ooh. Here we go. The Magician. The Magician. The Ten of Pentacles. The Wheel. And the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so the Magician. That's kind of like I was saying, of mixing up all the energies together. Skill, natural talents, powers of manifestation, creativity, and resourcefulness. The magician brings forth a powerful message of creation and potential. You are magic. You have everything you need to succeed. Badass manifesting energy from the cosmos. Woo woo. All the skills you require, they're at your fingertips. Beautiful creator, go create. You know, that's like the hummingbird. Go and sing it, go create it, go do it, be it, love it. Beautiful creator, go create. Activate the magic in your veins by focusing your energy, willpower, desire, and actions. When you consciously step into your personal power and decide to shape the material world in this way, every breath in and every breath out is an opportunity to carve new meanings and new perspectives into reality. You know, we're all alchemists, we're all magicians, we're all magic, and we can create whatever reality we like, you know. We can manifest whatever we desire. We can reprogram ourselves for the outcomes that we want. If you're unsure of your ability to create the life you desire, trust in the latent potential that resides within you. You know, we all have God consciousness within us. We all have life force energy, chi running through us, you know. Chi, ki, prana, sekhem, whatever you want to call it, is magic. Feeling less than inspired at this time reminds you that it's time to find your muse, find your spark, find your why, with everything you need sitting in front of you like a giant universal cauldron. What is it that you desire to bring to life? And what can you do today that will bring it one step closer to reality? I can manifest the life I desire through energy and action. And through feeling, by feeling it, feeling what we want, what we desire, like it's already happened, and being so grateful for it, manifest it into our reality. And then the Ten of Pentacles, that is like this family energy, this tribe energy, happy families. You know, maybe that's what some of you are wanting for, is happy families, happy friendships, happy tribe, you know. And then it's like finding that within ourselves. Vibe attracts tribe. Rather than feeling sad and sorry for what is lacking, be grateful for what we do have, work with what we have, and build on it. The spiritual and material abundance, community, generosity, wealth, and prosperity. Building a legacy. Yes. You know, building a legacy. And that joins in with the magician. Do you know what I mean? What it is, what you want to create, that universe cauldron there of anything that your heart's desires, family, friends, partner. Do you know what I mean? Everything. Oh, baby, this is the big one. All the love, abundance, and joy that you can muster in your heart is coming your way, and it's coming fast. It's time to prepare for its inevitable arrival and to commit to your long-term success. This energy is so big, in fact, that you should be prepared to spread some of it around generously. Bring an abundance of positivity, positive energy into your life and watch everything shift. Expect the arrival of success, happiness, and an upbeat and loving community as avenues widen and the right connections click into place. Yay! Remember that perceptions change. You are one small move away from seeing the bigger picture and from unearthing a legacy of pentacles that is already yours. You deserve the success and love, taste the pleasure of life, and embody a state of consciousness that says, yes, I am worthy of all this success. I'm successful and I share my wealth with love, with those I love. Woo! So that's like everything coming true, manifesting for you. Yeah, yeah. And that's it. Like, when we put in the work, the universe provides it. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of the time when we're not getting what we want, we're blocking our own blessings, or even sometimes just forgetting to be patient, or forgetting to just go into the fun of being the magician, into the fun of being the nightingale and singing our soul song. You know, it's all the journey. You know, it is the journey. It's about the journey, not always the destination. And sometimes when you get to the destination and that kicks off another thing, and you got to have all your energy for that, do you know what I mean? The journey is like, you look back on the simpler times when life gets more hectic. So it's like, if life is slow, appreciate it. That's your time to slow down and rest and recuperate. And when life speeds up, that's time to like jump into it, you know, and flow with it. You know, we're feeling to ourselves what we're capable of. The wheel. Changes, fate, destiny, a lucky break, cycling up through the karmic lessons, the chaos of creation, a turning point, serendipity. Get ready, sweet soul, for the wheel is about to gift you divine blessings. Synchronicity is afoot. So look for wonderful new opportunities to propel your life ahead. Be prepared for fortuitous meetings or a fork in the path that will change everything for the better. If you're open to spotting opportunity, it's yours for the taking. Just follow the breadcrumbs of serendipity and fate towards your happy ending. Remember that the wheel is always spinning and that they're never the same as they were before. Things are never the same as they were before. Learn to enjoy this constant regeneration. That's what I was saying, you know, like the cycles of life. And know with every spin, we have a chance to cycle upwards towards our own expansion and enlightenment. You know, it's that upward spiral. Trying to control the outcome of the Wheel of Fortune would prove to be impossible, so don't. Grab your lucky dice and see the spinning of the wheel for what it really is. All the beauty of a lifetime of experiences waiting to spring forth and be lived. I allow the transformative energies of fate. Help me to expand my experience. That's beautiful. You know, that's what I was saying about enjoying it, flowing with it, going with it. Even when it's painful or sad, you know, there's beauty in that as well. Yeah, and it's saying be prepared for the fortuitous meetings or fork in the path that will change everything for the better. You know, if we're spotting everything as like opportunities rather than problems, there's a lot more abundance in life. You know, and it says follow the breadcrumbs of serendipity. You know, there's so many beautiful synchronicities in life. Nothing is coincidence. And everything brings us closer to our path, to our legacy, to our destiny. So yeah, so just following that divine intuition as it comes, and all the magic, let it unfold and happen, you know, as we're stepping into the beautiful unknown, you know, and the wheel of fortune, you know, and she's spiraling upwards. She's got the light and the dark on each side of her hands. And she is free, you know, balance. I feel like I'm learning a lot from this reading. You know, readings are always LinkedIn. I've not done that many readings, so yeah, it's fun to feel into it more and find my style of it, you know. I'm better at doing readings in person with people. Ace of Wands. And if you want any readings, yeah, just message me, send me a message, and yeah, I can do readings. I'll be putting a price list and things up soon. But yeah, anyway, Ace of Pentacles. The beginning of a new venture or task, new ideas, planting seeds for the future, great potential for success and manifesting power, ambitions, prosperity, freshly rooted beginnings. I feel to read the shadow for this as well. The need to create strong foundations to support your dream or risk of financial loss, missed opportunities, the need to prioritize being overly greedy and missing the bigger picture. So sometimes, yeah, we can miss the bigger picture because we're looking for what's next or a bigger thing, but actually it's right there. Do you know what I mean? In the everyday beautiful little moments, in the, you know, sometimes we're like, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? To find the bigger purpose, but actually our purpose is in the very moment, and those little moments, step by step, lead up to the bigger purpose of the whole. I'm reading Ace of Pentacles and it's an Ace of Wands. Yo. Well, we probably needed that message. The pictures didn't even match up. I'm not with it, am I? Here we go. Ace of Wands. New ideas, the seed of potential, the arrival of inspiration, illumination, intense creativity, and the mirror-like nature of consciousness, the interconnectedness of all things, and the ability to manifest anything. Yo, that's going back to the previous cards. You know, and the shadow of that is feeling uninspired, creative blocks, mind needing to rest, unfocused energy resulting in burnout, a time to bolster your faith in yourself. So yeah, just remembering to put faith in yourself and nourish yourself, you know, because we all need rest. And when we're burnt out, that's through years and years of things chipping away at our energy. And sometimes we can think, oh, that can be fixed and replenished so quickly. But, you know, it takes time and pacing and dedication. Hey, Elliot. This ace contains all the sparks for all the ideas, and they are generating intensely powerful light for you right now. She has connected you with the one cosmic mind, a universe consciousness, and her delightfully magical soup that is brimming with colossal creativity. And that kind of reminds me of this universe cauldron here that's like brimming with all the possibilities, you know, cooking that soup of life. A flame burns here that is meant for you, but it hasn't been put to use yet. What will you create with this boundless potential? Stay open to receive inspiration and insight. You may be shown new information about your divine purpose or soul path, or you may even feel compelled to put something completely new into the world. So that's like what I was saying, is there's only one you, there's only you and your voice, and the world needs to hear it, whatever it is that you do, however you express yourself, or even new ways. You know, that's why we should always try to be doing new things, exploring new things, and we learn new things about ourselves, and we you know, break limiting beliefs. Sometimes we think we're not good enough or can't do or be certain things, but we all have the capacity within all of us to be anything that we want to be, that our heart truly desires, you know, because we are in the one conscious mind. We're all one in the same, of the same part of the same, you know. but we're all unique, you know, it's paradoxical. Yeah, stay open to receive inspiration and insight. You may be shown new information about your divine purpose or soul path. Yeah, if it feels good, it probably is good. And even though this ace can only predict the inception of something new, it also suggests that all of the energy to bring this project, idea, or feeling into a successful completion is available to you. I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration. So yeah, that's a good affirmation. I seed my brilliant future with the roots of creativity and inspiration. You know, and we're always planting seeds, so we've got to be mindful, like, what seeds are you planting, what you putting out there in the world, you know. We'll be mindful of that, you know. And sometimes, you know, planting the seeds can be like, we want to change such a big thing, but sometimes it's just planting that little seed, boop, a little thought in someone, bloop, you know, and that actually, so much springs from that. A great example, you know, anyone who knows me knows I'm vegan, and, you know, I'm an activist, and being out there at one point and trying to make everyone vegan wasn't helping, do you know what I mean? But now it's just like, I'm happy to just plant a seed in someone, you know, and even just one thing to make someone think, and then they go on their own journey of discovery. And that's a beautiful thing. We don't need to be in control of everyone and everything all the time, or ever. We're never in control. We just got to surrender to it. But what we can do is speak from our heart and feel what needs to be spoken or said or created or done or given, do you know what I mean? And share that from a place of authenticity as it arises. You know, what is our purpose? What is our light in the world? What's your unique voice? How can you share that? Where do you feel called to? And sometimes it doesn't always feel easy planting that seed. Sometimes it's difficult things to say. But yeah, just, yeah, still keep planting the seeds as long as they're planted with love, you know. Yeah, I feel like maybe that's all for now. I don't know. We'll have one angel card. Any angels that want to come through. Woo! I feel like they wanted to come through. Wait, is there any more angels that want to come through? We'll keep shuffling them. Any more that wants to come through? It's like, yes, these ones. Oh, all the ones that came out in your last reading. I feel like these are for me, so maybe I'll not read all of them. I'll read these two. Oh. To help heal the situation, see the other's point of view with compassion. So that's what I was saying as well with planting the seeds, you know, planting them with love and trying to see where the other person's coming from as well. You know, we can meet in the middle, meet with love. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So that's going to be a confirmation for somebody or many to take that time to pray, take that time to meditate, take that time to go within, and yeah, be open to new ways of thinking and new ways of being, and yeah, open to the divine realms in the world. And if we have one African goddess card, ooh, let's have a look. This is a beautiful deck. A sheen on the front there. So if we could have one African goddess card, please. Ashe, what needs to be heard? Oh. I don't know if that was it. Let's go. What needs to be heard? Na, na, na. Jump out to me, card. What needs to be heard? Which one is it? Okay. That one definitely. Whew. Mawu Lisa. Cosmic power. It's a good one to finish it on. The yin and the yang, the sun and the moon. God, goddess of cosmic power, Benin. Temple. Threshold guardians. Element air. Mawu Lisa is the force of mother and father, God, goddess. Mawu is the moon, the divine feminine. Lisa is the sun, the divine masculine. They came together during a Fon eclipse to create cosmic power. Mawu Lisa's guidance. You are in the right place. Release the fear of your power. You are sacred. You are magic. Now that you know this, you can no longer pretend not to. Rise up into your magnificence. Love and accept yourself fully to unlock everything you seek. Stop pretending to be less than you are. Your real power has nothing to do with external gains. Cosmic power cannot be destroyed or lost. You were created by the same force that birthed the sun and the moon. Wow, that's powerful. My power shines forth from within. Pow, 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 pow. So yeah, so I think that's just saying all along to all of you, you know, to take the time we need to rest. Take the time we need to play and express. Take the time we need to tune into spirit as well and into nature, into the divine intuition that is the cosmic web of life. You know, we are all one, we're all divine, beautiful, multidimensional beings having this crazy human experience that is so wrapped up with so many complex, crazy things. But we're here to play, to explore, to have fun, to sing, to express, to dance, to paint, to dive, to run, to swim, to whatever brings us joy and sorrow and pain as well. We're here to experience it all because we're eternal, multi-dimensional, spiritual beings having a human experience. And this human life is short, so let's make the most of it. And that is the message for today. You know, this Scorpio full moon is bringing many different energies and feelings, things to be uncovered and resolved. The darkness, our dark spirit, do you know what I mean? The shadow aspects within ourselves being brought up. What needs to die so that we can be rebirthed? Is the death and rebirth energy, the underworld, you know, what is underneath the surface? What is there? Yeah, and if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your energy and your vibrations. If you feel like this will help anyone and is worth sharing, give it a share, give it a like. and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. Know that you're powerful, you're beautiful, you have amazing expression that nobody else has. Keep shining your divine light and love. Yeah, thank you so much. Peace and blessings. Peace. Love you. Bye, guys. Happy full moon.